Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, we're doing a reading for January, February, March, even though we've come through a fair bit of January. Doesn't matter, we're still reading the energies. This is the first quarter of 2022. We're looking at love. We're looking at general messages as well. Because there's so much astrology going on pertaining to love, that will be the more information on matters of love. We will see what the cards say. Please watch your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, your Mars, and your North Node if you are familiar with those placements in your own birth chart. All right, so Valentine's Day is just around the corner as well. So you can always come back and revisit the reading as it is pertaining to January, February, March, and see if things have played out, if we've been able to pick up on the energies. I'm doing the Divine Spread, which is my own spread. So I know it's a very popular spread. That's why I'm using this. Yeah, that's about it. Let's go on to the readings. Thank you for your support, for liking, for sharing, and subscribing. Love to you all. Hello, dear Aries. How are you? This is Kathy from Divine Debut. Hope that you're doing well. We're looking at January, February, and March. We're reading the general energies. Agape, hello, sweetheart. Hello, darling. She's got something to say, it looks like. Agape. Mommy's doing Aries reading. Do you mind? Do you mind, sweetheart? And go down. Love you. Good girl. Hopefully she'll stay there, right? Let's see what's going on, dear Aries. The next 3 months for you. So the first quarter of the year. Remember, this is a general reading and I'm doing a divine spread. So, dear Spirit, for Aries, Agape, yeah, it looks like Aries is in much need of love and connection. Now, this is a love and general reading. So, let's see what comes through. Aries, please. January, February, and March. We've got the Six of Swords. What is hidden from you is the Magician. Recent past is the Ace of Pentacles. The now looks like she's not going to give up as usual. Okay, Queen of Swords is Libra. Libra is your opposite sign. So let's see what's crowning you. The Page of Pentacles is what's crowning you. The action and advice is the Two of Cups. And the possible outcome is the Devil. Let's see what is helping or hindering you. So planetarily speaking, we have the Knight of Wands, we have the Seven of Swords, and we have Temperance. At the bottom of the deck is the Six of Wands. Let's see what the Karma Dharma is for Aries. What are the energies that are playing out for Aries? This is obviously up until roughly close to your birthday, close to before your birthday. What's playing out for Aries? And we have the World card. The World card does speak to an ending of a major cycle. Okay, we've got the Six of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Six of Swords, obviously, and the Queen of Swords, which is more than likely Libra. Some of you may have been leaving some form of challenges. You're hoping to you're sort of transitioning from a difficult chapter in your life, okay, towards more serenity. This is the seed that's planted here. And as I'm doing your reading, so in January, we've got Venus in Capricorn. Mars has just entered. So Mars will be in Capricorn, where it's very powerful, and Mars is your ruling planet. So it will be in Capricorn, which will be squaring you. So squaring you in astrology, that term means that it's putting you in a little bit of discomfort, so that the changes that are meant for you will possibly you'll be working on. But you're in a very strong position because Mars likes to be in Capricorn. It's very strong. We do have the card of Capricorn here, the Devil, and we'll see what other cards come through. But the Devil can speak to toxicity, so maybe you're leaving a chapter of toxicity, or maybe you're sort of climbing through those energies. We know that putting in the effort and the work, then the rewards come from Saturn. But here, the Devil here does speak to also timing. So it's all about timing. It's all about dealing with something. The rewards are maybe leaving something that was very toxic, difficult for you. The general energy is the Six of Wands. So we'll take more cards and see what's going on. But as a seed, you're transitioning from the Five of Swords, and that is conflict. It's a very difficult energy, the Five of Swords. What you don't know is that you've got the Magician here. So the beginning of something, being able to manifest. This is an ace that you've got up your sleeve. And this is also a very intelligent, logical way to communicate, to see things from a very intelligent point of view. Remember that the stars are aligning, as we say. All the tools are given, are provided for a new beginning. It's an ace. We've got another ace here, the Ace of Pentacles. Now the Magician does speak to Gemini and Virgo. And Ace of Pentacles is something stable, long-term. I do see you studying something. This is possibly something new. Page of Pentacles is a student, but it's also something long-term, something that could be quite stable, quite fruitful for you. Okay. Now, Queen of Swords, again, she will cut away anything that is unhealthy, anything that does not fit her life. And with the butterfly here, it does speak to that Plutonian energy. So transforming something, leaving something behind. We've got 7 swords, 6 and the 1 is 7, and the 7 of swords is here, and it's next to Temperance, which we know Temperance is Sagittarius. It is Jupiterian. It can also speak to divine timing. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is usually what is the driving force. It's taking action, and taking action. This is actually could speak to movement, because I do see you moving. Transitioning can be a physical move as well, but transitioning and using a different tact, I would say, to come into balance and heal your life. Okay, and Temperance we know is the archangels. We've got a 6 here. 6 is always balance and harmony. Now, the action and advice is obviously the 2 of Cups here, which is a union. Okay, it is a partnership. It is a soulmate connection. This could also be a connection that's separated by, from water. She's crossing over a bridge, so it can speak to. And I see the rainbow here also. It's like crossing over a bridge. But we shall see. Let's take more messages and see what's going on for you. Let's see emotionally where you are, because the World card we know is a card of success possibly, and its Saturn is here as well. These are the 4 fixed signs, so it's like getting unstuck from something fixed, something that was limiting your growth, something that held you back from movement, from, you know, this could also speak to an ending of a karmic cycle. Remember, we've got the Fool card in the middle, ready to start. Looks like you're closing up a major cycle and ready to start a new cycle. We have nothing will come of this situation, void of course, Moon. A time for healing, balsamic Moon. And don't let your past hold you back, South Node. So this is saying that you are leaving something that was very karmic behind. Okay, because it's something is not working out. And remember, we're reading the energies, and it's as though you're needing to leave something so that you could move on to something else. Now, of course, the 6 of Wands can speak to success. It's a success story card, whether it's business or whether you've been dealing with someone that's just very egotistical, someone that's very successful at what they do, and, you know, success many times can go to one's head. So this could also speak to you in a position of power where you're being congratulated for overcoming anything that was unhealthy and maybe even toxic for you. We have the dog. We have the fox. We have a divine masculine here. And the fox is very similar to the 7 of Swords. Now, the dog does speak to loyalties. Looks like here someone was loyal and the other person was not. Was very strategic. And it does show that this divine masculine is someone either very intelligent or someone that was just very sneaky, very much a trickster. Something may be unhealthy that you need to let go of, dear Aries. I'm going to take one more. And it's obviously someone that you were connected to through love. Okay, because this is the Love card. And the Love card does speak to a very divine, very strong union. Agape. All right, let's see what else we've got. Let's take some more cards. Now, some of you could be dealing, we've got Capricorn, we've got Sagittarius, we've got Gemini and Virgo. Let's see, why do I have the 6 of Swords at the foundation? Where are you heading towards? Okay, some offer was not accepted. 4 of Cups, not happy with this offer. I'm moving on. Let's look at the hidden position. We've got the Knight of Swords and the 8 of Pentacles. Knight of Swords is very swift. It can be very challenging as well. It's lots of communication. Could also be harsh communication in relation to some sort of a trickery, because right here we've got the 8 of Pentacles, and that reminds me that is the Virgo energy, and Virgo is pure. Okay, some of you may have been dealing with a Gemini where one person was more invested, the other person was not. This could also speak to anything to do with perception, litigation. The Ace of Pentacles, justice. Yep. A new beginning, something pertaining to legalities, a new home, a new beginning, a more harmonizing relationship. Some of you could also be connecting, excuse me, with the Libran energy. I mean, justice is Libra. It does speak to harmony. Let's look at the Queen of Swords. And I don't know if, because Queen of Swords is also Libra. Remember that Queen of Swords is someone that speaks her truth. We've got the King of Wands here. And the Queen of Wands. Let's take more cards. Page of Pentacles. Nine of Swords. Five of Swords. So you're obviously dealing with a difficult air sign, more than likely. Let's look at the Two of Cups. We've got Cancer. And we've got the World card again. This is probably connecting to someone that comes from a different area of the world. Some of you may have had a partnership at work where you're both very creative. Let's see what the Devil has. Four of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and the Fool card. Let's look at the divine position here. Knight of Wands, Three of Wands, Seven of Swords, Ten of Cups, and Temperance. We've got the King of Pentacles. Okay, I feel as though some of you could be leaving a partnership. Air and fire. Air and fire are very close, very similar. We do have here, we've got the Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles sits on Temperance. So this could be anything to do with career. I mean, King of Pentacles is someone usually quite stable. Someone that's very dependable. Some of you may also have been in a situation where you've got something very stable coming through, whether it's a partnership at work, whether it's a new relationship. Why? Because as I said before, you've got an ace here, which is the Magician. You've also got Libra here on the Ace of Pentacles, which says justice will bring you a new situation, something long-term, something that is more stable. And remember, the Ace of Pentacles is what the King of Pentacles holds. Now here I see a King of Wands and a Queen of Wands, dear Aries. So this is probably someone that you may be letting go of, someone that was, even though we see that logically a King and a Queen of Wands would be two people that are made up of the same energy, but they're sitting on the Queen of Swords, which the Queen of Swords could be very much like justice, like, calling someone out, cutting them out of your life, or having challenges, legal challenges with all these swords here, the Nine of Swords and the Five of Swords. And it could be pertaining as well to, for those of you that have got a child, right, where there's a lot of worries. Nine of Swords, not being able to sleep well. Five of Swords. The swords are double-edged. So it's as though here, because you start off with the Six of Swords and you come back to the Five of Swords here. So what you've been planning or what you've been hoping to manifest and to move towards feels as though it's a little bit stunted, a little bit, you've been held back somewhat. I do feel here that there's a, with this sword that she's holding and the butterfly, it does speak to cutting someone away, dropping someone from your life, someone that brought a lot of trouble to you. Don't let your past hold you back. This is the South Node, and this is where you're coming from. This is obviously some form of karma that you need to release. Remember what I said with the Knight of Swords here, which is usually Aquarius, but it doesn't have to be as an air sign only Aquarius. It could be a Capricorn that you're letting go, or an Aquarius. I would say more than likely, because Saturn has shown up. Saturn rules both those signs. Doesn't have to be, though. It's not going to be the same for all of you. We do have Libra here as well as an air sign. I have mentioned Gemini, so it will be different for each of you. So you're like revisiting, right? And I feel here with the Ace of Pentacles, because we've got the Ace of Pentacles, the Page, then we've got the Knight, and then we've got the King here. And the Two of Cups is here. So I feel as though you've recently met someone, or this could be a new partnership. This could be a new partner at work. Whatever this situation is about, it says nothing will come of this situation. Void, of course, Moon. This is like getting lost, right? And trying to search for a way to come into balance, to end something that was very challenging for you, because the World card, to get to the end of that cycle, it's not easy. And it says a time for healing. The Moonology card says here, don't let your past hold you back, South Node. This is shed what's old and what's holding you back. And that could even be thoughts, memories, your perception. Okay, because I see here with the Six of Swords at the foundation, it's as though you've sort of moved on. But there's still stuff coming up from the past. Something that you wanted to leave, something that did not make you happy. But I see here the potential with the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. On top of the Two of Cups, which is in the action and advice, we've got the Cancer card, the Chariot. So you're overcoming the obstacles. You're moving to a different area. You're moving to a different home. It's a home that you'll probably love. Venus. The driving force is love. It's Venus. It's prosperity. It's security. And I see you healing, slowly but steadily, healing something that broke your heart from the past, something that challenged you, and you're still climbing that ladder. But I feel that you're on your way to getting to where you're meant to be. With the Knight of Wands here, this is like, it does speak to travel. It speaks to travel, it speaks to being driven, that Martian energy, and it can be you being driven. I mean, maybe even building a new nest somewhere else. I don't know if you're dealing with someone that's at a foreigner, someone that's at a distance, physical distance to you. You do have the World card twice. And you've got the Traveler here. Three of Wands, turning your back on the past. Looking towards the horizons, looking for your happiness. This is what you are hoping to find, needing to leave stealth, sneakiness, challenges in the past, looking for your happiness, your bliss. Temperance is saying that it will come through in divine timing. You will find, it's another card of healing. You've got a brand new cycle here beginning. Five of Pentacles, maybe this was not your the perfect connection. Maybe this was a relationship that was not, or even a partnership that was not one that people thought was for you. But remember that we need to listen to our heart, that when we're in transition, because the 5 is a transition, even if our beliefs have gone through a transitioning, a change. I mean, the 5 of Pentacles does speak to support, 2 people supporting each other. Doesn't matter what the world around them believes for them is right or wrong. Now, this does speak of societal differences, age differences, financial differences, whatever it is. It does speak to changes. Let's see what the wisdom of the oracle has. What is the guidance for Aries, please, Spirit? Go the distance, and it's in the reverse. And the card just flew out, 47. Go the distance. It's in reverse, so we'll read the reversed message. Do you feel as if you've been wandering in the desert now for ages and ages and nothing is happening? When you conjure up the image of a desert, you picture parched lips, sunburnt skin, and mirages. But there is more to it than that. Amid the hot sands are creatures with resilient spirits, tough skins, and the willingness to burrow deep underground for water so that they may thrive. This is a time for developing survival skills and resilience. You are learning how to conserve your strength, and in this temporary time of austerity, it's wise to be selective about where you expend your energy. Listen to the call of your soul, because it will never lead you astray. This is an important time for letting go of what's not important. So this is right on. Obviously, some of you have been left out in the cold, and it's time for you to take action. Know that you have got the power to do that. You've got the ability to move forward and let go of whoever is not healthy for you. Whoever's done you wrong. It's time to let them go. Now, obviously here with this card in the reverse, it obviously speaks to someone not going the distance. Not going the distance, not making it to the end. So this could be someone in your life that's not proving worthy of taking that journey with you. And this in the reverse to me also says that you've been trying for quite some time to manage a situation, and you've been held back. The end point, which speaks to success, is not easy. It's just like the World card, where you need to prove yourself, prove that you can endure under a harsh environment, under harsh challenges that you're being put through. You're needing to jump through loops one after the other. It hasn't been easy for Aries. But I feel here that now with Mars moving through Capricorn and then Aquarius, I do feel that you've got another chance to prove yourself. I do feel that you're almost at the top of that hill, that mountain. And this is also something that's been sort of holding you back. You haven't had the endurance to take strides, to move forward. But I feel now it's as though you're being pushed by spirit to get to that finish line, which is what you're hoping to do. And that can speak to also, it can also speak to having a desire to travel, to move to a distant place where you've had a lot of obstacles that you were dealing with. Let's take a message. Let's take a message from the Gaia Oracle and see what the advice is for Aries, dear Spirit. This could also speak to a partnership pertaining to, or even a new career move, where you've got the ability to slowly and strategically work hard at something that can give you the rewards. King of Pentacles could also be someone that's very stable, someone that you could be, someone that could be very, a person that can provide you with security. I mean, King of Pentacles, we know, is very fatherly, very stable. It can prove to be very lucrative. This could also be a job in a different area than where you reside. Hidden path. The marriage of spirit and matter. Number 34, which is a 7, Cancer. 34. Let's read the message. You have traveled far in search of greater meaning and fulfillment, having made much progress and learning valuable lessons. You want to continue your journey, but the road seems to have come to an end. Where do you go to from here? The symbolic imagery on this card is set within a magical forest. It seems inviting, yet the way forward is not clear. No physical path exists, however there is a way forward. Between the trees is a symbol for eternal life, and to the right a symbol for healing and protection. This card is inviting you to move forward spiritually and offers you healing and protection along the way. Spirit and matter must now merge if true progress is to be made. Your rational mind must align with your heart. When heart and mind are both focused on the same goal, great things are possible. This is true spiritual alchemy. All you work towards can now be achieved. And the affirmation here says, my heart and mind are in perfect alignment. My heart's desire and my thoughts are one. I am a spiritual being in a physical body. The journey ahead is filled with light. The light of my soul illuminates my path. And I want to show you the card. There you go. Okay, so it's like a path that's opening up. Using, as it said, you need to have your heart and your mind aligned to overcome any obstacles. And this could speak to, I don't know, having dealt with someone that was playing mind games with you. I mean, the trickster, we know, has got many, many abilities. Okay, this is like, the magician is like trickery. But you know, the 8 of Pentacles does speak to someone that's hardworking. Someone that is hardworking will naturally reach their goal. And that's just the way it is. So the ability to climb mountains, and as I said, as the message said, is that spirit has you as well. Spirit is helping you move forward. And this card about going the distance does speak very much to the message from the Gaia Oracle as well. Going the distance, and we do see you traveling. We do see you here finding an intelligent way towards your happiness. And this obviously does speak very importantly to relationships. Now, I'm going to say that some of you could have been very devoted to a relationship or a job or a partnership where you were very devoted, but the other person was quite sneaky here with the fox. Okay, the fox does speak to Plutonian energies, selfishness, someone that was cunning. I don't know, maybe some of you, maybe that little intuition within you showed you those red flags, but maybe you did not pay attention. I would say here that because this is the Knight of Cups here, and the Knight of Cups is usually that Scorpio energy. But Knight of Cups, remember, is someone that has very fluctuating emotions. 1 minute they're on and then they're off. Knight of Cups can also speak to an offer that's coming through, or a possible new connection. And I also see the Love card in the Lenormand, because it's a 24, it equals a 6. Very similar to the Lovers. So I'm thinking that maybe there is a new offer on the table. And as you know, there's many layers in the tarot. Many layers in the tarot. So I'm just wondering if, because this Divine Masculine is the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Cups is an offer. It is something that would make you very happy. So it's similar to also seeing here a the Knight of Cups turns into the King of Cups, we could say here. Now, King of Cups and Knight of Cups, being Scorpio, can also speak to a change. Okay, a change. And the Scorpio energy is where that South Node is now, which to manifest and drop. Don't let your past hold you back. Remember, the South Node is here, which is saying let go of anything that was holding you back, anything that felt familiar to you, so that you could move towards your North Node, or the collective North Node for all you Aries out there, which is in Taurus. And we've got the King of Pentacles here. Now, Scorpio or Taurus could be one, could be the other. It will be different for each of you. This could also be a love partner, someone that could be at a physical distance to you, but it could also be, even though there isn't a perfect match, this is someone that you can literally depend on. Whereas the King of Wands, let's say, King of Wands is someone that comes through more as very fiery, more of a business partner, business orientated, sexually orientated, whereas the King of Pentacles is someone more dependable. So I don't know, Aries, it will be different for each of you, as I said. I hope that you did receive some messages from this reading and that it gave you a little bit of guidance. There is a hidden path which is ahead of you. Okay, the marriage of spirit and matter. And matter means to something solid. Okay, so could be talking about a spiritual connection, a spiritual connection that can actually also become real, manifest in real time. And you cannot see this because it's a hidden path. This will open up for you. So don't lose the faith. Stay on track, move forward. Go with what your gut is telling you. Leave conflict behind. We've got the Five of Swords here. And we've got the King of Swords. I was talking about an air sign more than likely. Now, air and fire can be very similar. And the Queen of Swords could also be another side to you, right? Where your life is going through major change and you're making a judgment call against someone that nothing is coming of with this situation. That's what the void off course moon means, that the moon is not connecting. So there's no subconscious, there's no deep connection here. That's why it's time to move away. And the void off course also means sort of feeling lost. Feeling lost. That hidden path will open, dear Aries. And I'm wishing you well with that. Good luck. Love and light to all of you. Thank you. Oh, my dear Aries. My camera was not recording. The audio is recording. So the audio was recording. So this is the card that I pulled for you. And luckily the audio was recording. so that you didn't miss out on the details of, I read the card and then I told you what I feel here. But luckily the audio was still on. The camera was not recording, so I've just I've sort of paused the video and you can hear what I was doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one more card for you from the Gaia Oracle. It is Mercury Retrograde as I'm doing this reading, and whether you believe it or not, this is your second reading that I've done for you. Your reading just doesn't want to come through, and this is the second reading, and I don't want to scrap a whole reading again, because what I got from the first reading that I did for you was quite similar, but it was a very confusing reading, but the vibe I got from it was practically the same as what this reading is about. So it's a challenging 3 months for you, I see, but it ends well. It ends in a very positive way. And as I said, you are being squared. You're being squared from what's going on in Capricorn, and your ruling planet is there. And remember, Mars, your ruling planet, is going to come onto Pluto, which is saying you're letting go of anything toxic and anything that is not on your path anymore. So, dear Spirit, can I have one more message? One more message for Aries. Wow, I mean, doing readings and editing them and all that on a Mercury retrograde, I'm seriously thinking of, on Mercury retrogrades, not to do any readings. Like, seriously, it's double and triple effort to get something done. Let's take your second message, dear Aries. We've got eternal dance, movement, wheel of life, path of least resistance, and you've got the hidden path. So on point. Let's read that for you. So you got a bonus card. I suppose everything happens for a reason, right? Eternal dance. The lady featured on this card feels completely at one with nature. She is in tune with the rhythm of the earth and her changing cycles. She does not resist the forces of nature, but moves gracefully with the wind. Yet though her body sways with the wind, she is not swayed from her path, for her feet are firmly planted in the earth. And what this message says to me is that the element of earth is giving you a strong sense of security, which would be this King of Pentacles. She remains poised, dignified, and balanced. She has shown up in your reading today to help you loosen up and feel the rhythm of life. You will benefit greatly if you allow yourself to be a bit more flexible. Be open to new ideas. Accept that it is natural for things to change. Do not resist life's natural flow. If the path you are on seems to be all uphill, then find another way. There are many ways to get to where you want to go, so find the way that offers the least resistance. Life does not need to be as difficult as you are making it. It is often easier to dance your way through rather than try to push your way through. Try it. I accept change and embrace the new possibilities it brings. I am flexible and open to new ideas. I create pleasure in my life. I look at life from a balanced perspective. I celebrate life and dance my way through it. So it's saying that try to give it a lighter energy. Try not to see things as so difficult, but more of a dance, and go with the flow, dear Aries. That's what I have for you, dear Aries. So you're choosing the path of least resistance. Keep that in mind for the next 3 months, and you will have the ability to go the distance and get to your final outcome, get to that point of being congratulated and being noted for your efforts, okay? All right. Wow. I mean, wow, dear Aries. I don't know what to say. I'm wishing you well. I'm wishing you luck. Talk to you soon. And thank you so much for your trust and letting me read for you. Love and light. Ta-da.